It's Liz Snedden here. Let's have a look at sample size. So one thing we know is that the larger the sample, the more information we have. And if I've got more information, I can make better informed decisions. And that's because my data becomes more reliable and more accurate in our results as that sample size increases. And you can see there on the right hand side, as our sample size increases, the spread of the data gets narrower. That spread decreases because we're getting more accurate. So we've got two different types of numeric data that I just want to think about. We've got discrete variables, so that's our whole numbers. So if I'm counting the number of pens that I have, that would be a discrete variable. I've also got my continuous variable, and so these are the ones I use that I have for measuring data. So if I'm measuring the height, my weight, the length of an object, all of these are measurements. And what we want to think about is how much data do we need? So one thing we just want to be aware of is that discrete data is not quite as accurate as continuous data. So discrete numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's more variation in those numbers. If I'm doing continuous data, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, so the data itself can be more accurate. So it often means that I can have a little bit less data to have enough. So for high school level statistics, there are some further calculations to actually calculate this properly, but for now I want you to use these rough guidelines that if I need to collect discrete data, I want to get about 50 measurements, 50 values. If I'm getting continuous data, I want to get about 30 measurements or more. So this is kind of just a rough guide which is sufficient for high school. Thanks for watching.